Hi, today I'm going to be showing you how to change your oil on a 2007 Porsche 911 Turbo. Now the reason I'm going to be showing you on a car like this is because, as you can see, the engine's in the back of the car and not the front, so it's different than most American cars. Now the tools you'll be needing for this project is a ratchet, a 15 and 19 millimeter ratchet sockets, a 27 millimeter wrench just to counter torque the oil pan bolt, the oil filter wrench and the oil filter itself, some shop towels just to clean up any mess you have afterwards, the oil catch can, and 8 quarts of Mobil 1 synthetic OW40 motor oil, the motor oil that Porsche recommends. What we're going to start off with first is to take off the oil pan socket, which is located right here, this little thing right there. So what I'm going to use is the 19 millimeter ratchet socket and the 27 millimeter wrench to counter torque. And what I mean by counter torque is to just place it on that right there, so that when I'm taking it off, it doesn't accidentally bend or break the aluminum oil pan itself, because it can be a little flimsy at times, and if you use a lot of force, it will snap. I also have my oil catch can right here to take care of the oil as we do it. So what I'm first going to do is I'm just going to do one quick thrust with this, just to untighten it a little bit, and then the rest I'm going to use with my fingers. So now I'm going to unscrew the rest with my fingers, and at the same time I'm going to be pushing up against it, because as soon as I let it go, the oil is just going to spill out. And that's the reason I'm using the gloves, because as I said, I preheated the engine for a little bit to regular temperature, so oil will be a little hot. Now, as we're waiting for the oil from the oil pan to fully drain, now we're going to take out and replace the oil filter with the new oil filter. So for that, we're going to use the oil filter wrench, and the reason I put towels here is so when I take it out, it won't make that much of a mess on the engine. So I'm just going to unscrew it. Put my wrench down. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take off all the excess oil before I place the new oil filter on, because I want to make sure that doesn't have any dirt or grime or anything like that from the old oil, so that it can be nice and clean and spotless. Now I'm going to replace the old O-ring or gasket with the new O-ring. So for that, I'm going to use a flathead to gently take off the old one. I'm going to apply some of the motor oil to the new gasket to help lubricate it a little better before I put it on. So now it's time to place the new filter inside the oil filter housing. Now it's time to drain the oil from the crankcase, and for that I'm going to be using my 15 millimeter ratchet socket. So again, just like the oil pan, I'm going to untighten it first and then continue with my fingers. So you really want to position the oil catch can right under it, and again I'm pushing against it as well, because as soon as I let go, the oil will just shoot out. the oil completely drained. I reinstalled the oil pan and the crankcase caps already. So now it's time to pour in the new oil. So first I gotta take off the oil cap, clean off some of that excess oil that it had. So you want to put on the new oil. Put that aside and grab your new oil. This is already my 8th and last bottle of oil. So once you've already put in all the oil bottles, you gotta put the cap back on. And the reason I had it covered is because it's kind of windy outside and I don't want to get all the dust particles in it. So once you hear it snap, you're all good. Just close it up. Now that you have everything in place, now it's just time to turn on the car and make sure everything's just running smoothly. So you just want the car to run for about 20 minutes or so just to let the engine warm up and you should be good to go. So thanks for watching and hope this helped.